Hi, so as I work around the body now to get it ready for paint, really important thing and place to start with is alignment of the panels. And first step is to get the door aligned and in the right place, so I can get then the outer seal welded in finally. Before I can do that, I've got to fix these door shutter plates. There's quite an amount of rust, and if you see my earlier videos, you know that probably about the bottom 8 inches of the car were totally rusted away. So these in fact have done quite well. That's not too bad, but let's get that going. I'll get these first sandblasted and then make some repair patches on those so I can fit those, so I can shut the door properly, and then I can do the alignment. So I've got these two shut plates now sandblasted. I had a lot of problems with my sandblaster at the moment. I've bought some more grit and it's too coarse, so it's taken me hours to run the glass through and get it to break down a little bit so it will work. But now it's done, so they're not come up too bad. I can see on this one, I don't think, yeah, you can see that easy there. It's blown through here a lot, so I'm gonna have to make a little patch in there, I can see, and the bottom on this one is not in too bad a shape. There you go. So I know what the profile is on that, so just to repair that should be easier. And in fact, I can use that one then as the template for this side, because that's all gone. So at least I know what it's supposed to look like. There's even a screw in there still, so I doubt that's an original, but I'll have to pop that one out, but at least I know where the holes go as well. So that's really useful. So I'm fitting this in now. It doesn't fit. It looks not too bad. I'll have to check some other pictures that I've got of other MGAs just to see that the profile's quite right. I made the A and the B pillar on this car, remade them. So a lot of this is new steel. So it wouldn't be at all surprising if there's some degree of modification that needs to, just so it fits at the top corner, etc. But let's just get to it. Patch panel here, paper template right and left. So I've got some guide, transferred it onto the steel. I'm going to cut the steel out. There's a return under here, so I'm going to do the return, bend the shape, weld it in. Well, that's gone quite well. I think leaving the flanges on has really helped to reduce any distortion in the metal as it heats up. So it looks like it's kept the shape really well. So all I've got to do is clean it up a bit, fill in the gaps, drill a couple of holes, and then that piece is done. And then I'll move on to the other areas and get this shut plate back in good shape. Right, so here's the issue. The front wing, the door, the rear wing, the inner seal and the butts the hinges are all from different cars. So where you'd expect, well, you hope that things would align, everything's miles out. What I'm learning as I'm going through this is that when you do alignment, you must bolt fully in the panels. So just putting a couple of bolts in here and expect to get alignment, forget it. It needs to be fully bolted in, including on the front wing, the bulkhead as well, to pull this in. And I'm getting kind of somewhere there or there around on this. I'm kind of, this is much better, trust me, than it was for the first load of times that I've tried this out, because these wings have been on and off and on and off so many times. Issue I've got now is that this seal is a remanufactured part, and it is nothing like the shape that it should be. Well, it needs to be for this vehicle. So right now I think that I can see that it needs to come out a little bit, and it needs to go down here. I've got some real problems in this area here. I've managed to get this rear wing now to fit much better, and it's tight around here, which has given me a lot of problems over quite some time. But if I close the door, you can see that this is too far in there, and it progressively gets too high and too far in at this end. I don't know if that picks it up on the camera, but there's a real proper lip there, and it's too high up. The actual seal is much higher. So the plan is to take the seal off and do some slightly more radical moving and bending of this panel, and then put that back on and see if I can get everything to line up. So to get a bit more width here, I've scribed a line along the back, and I'm going to try and turn this over to give me a larger area here. So I've got a piece of steel there, and basically I'm just going to whack it with working my way along, hitting it here along this edge, and see if I can turn that over and change where the bend is. That's the plan. So let's get on. Well, half a day's later of banging and bending, and I think I'm pretty much there. I've got an even gap along the bottom now. It joins quite well at this end. So, and it's quite tight here. So I think the next thing to do is to get the shut plate in, get the lock fitted, close the door, and see if I need to do any other adjustment, and hopefully that will be the job done, hopefully. Oh, and then I can weld it in, of course. Great, so the door shut plate's in, the latch is on, everything seems to fit okay, and the door closes. So, fantastic. So all I've got to do is weld in the seal. Well, that's it, job done. Really solid, got the ceiling finally. It's taken forever to get this job done, but there you go. Yeah, shutter plates in, it's all welded up. I need to dress the welds, and then I've just got to start on the other side. But there you go, another job out the way. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. Bye.